Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. With the latest news and fantasy football insights are your hosts, Howard and Will.
Hey, welcome to the Fantasy Tailgate podcast with Howie and Will.
What's up, everybody?
There we go. We're going to have a short one tonight, or whatever. We'll see how it goes. Get right into it. So how'd you do this weekend?
The ones I wanted to do good in, I did not do good in, but overall not terrible.
The one I wanted to do good in, I did not do good in. Everything else I did pretty good in. Or at least I got the wins out of them.
Yeah.
So now I just have to rely on trying to beat you this weekend to try to get in. Oh, and somebody else has to lose too. So I got to rely on someone losing to a losing record team, and then I got to beat your ass for somehow.
Yeah, it's not looking strong for you, but I mean, anything's possible.
I guess me and you, out of all the years, this is probably going to be the closest, like even matchup.
Oh yeah.
So other than that, we can talk about that when we talk about standings here soon too. So we're gonna get right back in. We're gonna get right back into it. We're gonna do the good, the bad, the ugly, and I think how we'll do this, we'll just I'll go with my goods, and I'll give you all my goods, and we can talk about it if we want, or we can just move on because I got a bunch. But
yeah, this week I just kind of listed players. I don't really have a ton of stats for them.
Okay.
I just listed them. I figured if we wanted to go deeper in, we could.
Yeah, and if anybody else is listening too, it's like you guys know how to get on the computer and look at stats.
Yeah.
And then you probably watch these guys blow up too on the good ones. So
yeah.
So that said, the good, the bad, the ugly.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I don't know why I did that. So my goods is actually my first good is going to cover the good, bad, and ugly, and that's Jameis Winston.
Okay.
I mean, he did a lot of good, he did a lot of bad, and he was really ugly at it.
Yeah. That's the story of Jameis Winston. Yeah, he's on my good list.
Yeah, I was like, he's on the good list, but then again, he's 3 INTs, and I think 2 of them were pick sixes.
Did you see him talking about how he just wants to be saved from pick sixes? Like, how does he just save me from pick sixes?
Well, what you need, Jameson, you need some gauntlets on your hands with some missiles that are
right.
that has
Get it right to him.
That has nets attached to them that blows up and wraps up the guys and takes them down before they get the touchdown.
All right.
Superhero wins.
Happening anytime soon.
No, not in this decade.
Tony Stark's playing working for the Cleveland Browns.
That's Jerry Jones Jr. All right, and I also got on good Russell Wilson. I mean, most of these are just obvious: Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Bucky Irving, Jerry Jeudy, Adam Thielen. Those are all my goods.
To add to those, I got Bryce Young. Because he doesn't normally have a good game, and he actually had a decent one today. But yeah, our lists were pretty much the same. Rico Dowdle had a pretty good game too.
I was thinking of him too.
For him in there.
I just didn't write him down. So, and then my bads, Justin Herbert. See, I put these guys down, Purdy and Lawrence, but I believe they also got injured too. So,
I know Lawrence did. Purdy, I think he played most of the game.
Okay.
Remember correctly.
I wasn't paying attention too much of San Francisco 49er football.
Yeah, no, he played 100% of snaps.
Oh, okay. So he didn't come out.
Because I I actually have Brock Purdy in my ugly
Oh, okay.
because he played 100% of snaps, completed 11 of 18 for 94 yards. That was it.
Who was it? Then there was another quarterback that got knocked out.
Lawrence,
early.
He got hurt with a pretty dirty hit.
I know Lawrence did, and then there was another person that came out early too.
Oh, okay.
Apparently he didn't make my list either way, so it's all good. Let's see, Saquon Barkley. I only put bad because that's just lower than what he has been doing.
Fair enough.
He's
still scored 18 points, but
yeah,
fantasy points. But all right, that's a bad game.
He's been consistently in the 20s, so
fair enough.
And like last week, wasn't it like in the 40?
Well, yeah, but that was like a record-breaking game. Like literally, like broke the Eagles like season or a single game record for rushing yards.
He destroyed it. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's kind of been teetering on my bad list for a while. I mean, I don't know if it's just because Goff is just spreading the ball around more, or they got who's the guy next to him?
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. I see Jameson Winston. Jameson.
I know you got Jameis Winston and Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams, and isn't that guy from Denver too? A name similar to that?
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams. See,
yeah. Well, and then you got who was the dude? Used to be a Lion, then he was on the Saints. Super big into anime. Super funny guy. Like another J Williams.
Yeah.
J something. Yeah. You
know Javonte? No. We already
no, that's the guy from Denver.
Yeah. Either way.
Anyway, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do you got a bad list?
Yeah, I got Kirk Cousins. I threw Chuba Hubbard on there just because Jordan Brooks didn't really have a good game either, and he only played like 20% of snaps, so Chuba should have seen some more work. Kenneth Walker, CeeDee Lamb. Then ugly, I put Brock Purdy because he did play the whole game. Breece Hall because he's looked like shit all season, so I probably didn't even really need to bring him up. Debo, he only had like one catch, maybe two. Tank Dell and then Cooper Kupp.
Okay, I have Cooper Kupp on my ugly list. I got Kirk Cousins on my ugly list. Gus Edwards I got on my ugly list. That's just retaliation because I put him in and he did shit for me. I got Tyler Lockett on my ugly list.
I love that.
Yeah. There's a lot to choose from all three of these lists.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wanted to go back to good real quick.
Yes.
Brock Bowers, obviously, good game.
Oh, yes.
Njoku, keeping it up with a good game. So,
see, I almost
in the playoffs, if you have Njoku, you're sitting pretty good right now.
That's me in the maximum effort league if I can get you.
Oh, yep.
And hey, we were talking about it. I was 50 points behind him with Njoku going. All I needed one of those is nuclear games from Njoku that everybody gets every once in a while. He got 3 touchdowns. I mean,
oh yeah.
He got into the. Did he get 30 points or he got 28 points? I don't know. He got a ton of points. But, oh well.
Let's try to look it up here. At 21.7 in our maximum effort format. But he also had Brock Bowers going, who had 25.
Yeah. Yeah, so either way. All right, I think that's all I got for good, the bad, the ugly. Lugly.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Good. All right. So this is a new thing, breakout or bust. I just wrote down like a few guys from my team.
Now, so I was slightly confused on this, but I just ran with it the way I understood it.
No, yeah,
were we doing like
it tracks.
So in terms of where you drafted them, they are a bust or they are a breakout? as of this point of the season, or
I say
how are
as
you
of
taking
this
it?
point, I'm going it as they're on my frickin' team. Are they doing shit for me or are they doing something for me?
Okay, because
And then
I took it as kind of like draft day compared to now, if they were a breakout or a bust compared to where they were drafted,
it,
is
that
how I did.
that works for me too. I mean,
Okay.
that's in my consideration. I need a cigarette or something to fix that. Uh, that's in consideration when I think about it. Like
Okay.
one of the guys on bus list right now, as of right now, he was one of my number one draft picks.
Okay.
So, and I'm kind of not happy with him. He might
Okay,
be
so we
moved this.
pretty
We're
much
kinda-
went about it similarly, but maybe
Yeah.
not exactly. But it'll still work.
So like my breakout, one of my first breaker is Tyrone Tracy.
Yes, that's a good one.
I had him. I think I drafted him. I can't remember if I drafted him or picked him up free agency. And I had him on my team when Devin Singletary went injured, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I got this guy on my team." I think,
Oh yeah.
and he was like, isn't he like an undrafted free agent?
Yeah, I don't think anybody took him.
No, it's like, and for what I paid for him, I think I got a breakout star because
Oh yeah, for sure.
obviously, since ever since Singletary got injured and he was out, Tyrone Tracy's been the number one.
Oh yeah,
They
it's
haven't
been great.
they haven't moved Singletary back into that spot. So
I think Singletary's pretty much done.
yeah, he'll go to another team that just needs a spot starter or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
I'll go to
backup.
Kansas City next year.
Kansas City might use him though.
That's true, but they use everybody, which is why they suck for fantasy.
So I also got as far as breakouts, Brian Thomas III. He was a rookie,
I had him on my breakout list.
and then Curtis. I'm gonna mess up his first name because I only put down his C Tillman of Cedric. There we go. Cedric the Entertainer. Tillman of the Cleveland Browns.
I was like, that one, I'm not sure what team he plays for.
The Brown Stripes. He last couple of weeks he's had a tough time. I mean, he did okay last week, but he got double digits. But as of being on their team for 2 years and doing jack nothing, all of a sudden with Jameson there, he's like getting all the attention. So until he was hurt, and he still might be. You know how players get hurt, they come back, they're still hurting, but they just want to be out there playing. So it puts them in the back seat a little bit.
Like you said, with Jameis now, he's actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And they had Amari Cooper there before. Now he's not there.
That's right.
They have Njoku and, looks like Tillman. Or actually, no, they have Jerry Jeudy now, don't they?
They have Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy,
which he was also on my my good list. I just didn't bring him up.
Right, I think I mentioned him quickly.
Okay.
Because he had 235 yards, 9 for 13. That's one of the persons I did write down stats for. Jerry Jeudy. So he had 36 fantasy points. So, but yeah, okay. You got a couple of breakouts.
Yeah. So first one I wanted to do was Brock Bowers. He was drafted as the 11th tight end off the board most of the time. The dude's like the number one tight end right now.
Yeah.
Like, you got a steal on that guy. Kind of similar situation as Jaden Daniels.
Oh my gosh,
was the 12th quarterback taken off the board, and now he's up towards the top. I don't have the exact numbers on me right now, but and then some other guys on my short list. I had Taysom Hill, just because if you're insane like me and you draft him towards the end of the draft and then just stash him all year, He did
Yep.
do pretty good when he was playing. Obviously hurt now, but then I
Yeah.
had Malik Neighbors, just as out of the two top rookie wide receivers, he's been the better of the two, and he was drafted later. Then I got like George Pickens, Alvin Kamara, and Chuba Hubbard.
Jesus. Nice.
All guys that went fairly later that have helped your team so much.
Yeah, and I want to say something about Taysom Hill. The unfortunate thing, I gave up on him 2 years too early. Because I had him on my team for so long, just stashing him, using him when he's considered a tight end. I even in other leagues like ESPN, I was able to use him that one time where he was a considered tight end, but he was playing quarterback that week. So I was able to just put him in the tight end spot and get all the quarterback.
Right. It's so great. Yeah, if you're getting quarterback numbers at the tight end position, like you probably won the week.
Yeah. So we got the busts for me. My first one is Michael Wilson from Arizona.
Okay.
He's shown potential, shown that he can do stuff. Just doesn't do it consistently. Or Arizona's just not giving him straight up saying, "Hey, you guys are our guy. We're going to throw it to you more." It's like maybe he might bust out next year.
Well, I think that offense, like with Marv there, obviously they want to focus on him, but that hasn't been working. But it's pretty much McBride and Connor.
Yeah.
The rest of the team's just not really contributing anything. They're not a strong team.
I think they need a new quarterback. I mean,
maybe.
I like him. His name's drawing a blank to me, but
Kyler Murray.
Yeah. I like Kyler Murray. I think he's but I think what they're trying to do, it just doesn't work for what they have.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to be
they need somebody that's gonna like throw the ball down the field.
Yeah, and
Kyler does, just not
very good. Yeah. I mean,
maybe it's because of his height. I don't know. I'm not trying to come down on the dude's height or anything, but he is a little fella.
Yeah.
In football terms, he's probably still taller. I don't know.
It's Arizona just tried to strike gold on the short runner, and hopefully they can.
It's been okay for him so far. But
it's been okay, but I mean, not all of them could have arms like Russell Wilson.
Well, yeah. Oh, Kyler Murray update is 2 inches shorter than me. He is 5'10".
Holy shoot, he's pretty much
short for an NFL quarterback.
That's why I never became an NFL quarterback, because I was short.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm not going to blame my dad like some people do.
I was just going to blame it on not being good at playing football.
Oh, I wasn't saying you were going to blame it on your dad.
No.
I'm saying your dad would blame it on his dad. You never bought me the pad, so I couldn't play. I love you, Daryl.
Russell Wilson's 5'11".
5'11", yeah.
He's only an inch taller.
Yeah. You're right around my height.
Short little bastard. I'm 6 foot, so I'm right there.
All right. Busts. Or did I go through all my busts? Oh, no, I did not.
You did one.
Okay.
You did one.
Jalen Toller? He's from it's the trade I made with you for that Dallas Cowboy wide receiver.
Okay. Is that in the maximum effort?
Maximum effort, yeah. I should have wrote it down better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jalen Tolbert from the Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert. I wrote.
Yep. You sent me Andre Yoshivas and 5 bat.
Okay. So yeah, Jalen Tolbert.
Oh, CD Lamb.
He's the guy.
Not CD Lamb. Freaking Dak Prescott's also out. So.
Yeah. So, and then Ray Dunze, he's definitely not lived up to his hype.
Also better known as Roma Dunze for those
Rome.
keeping track out there. You know, his cousin Ray,
everybody.
though, he's shit. Definite bust on Ray.
We gotta get like a chime in for saying Howard's name change segment.
Right. Just the signal, like, no, man, wrong name.
You're like, and for your fans of Roma Dunze too. And that's, damn it. I'll push the button. Howard's
But yes,
name change.
Yes, rookie Roma Dunze hasn't really been doing a whole lot. So.
Yeah. And then the last one I
quarterback
have is I drafted him number 1 overall a couple of years ago. Or 3 years ago. He showed
Is it
potential
or
before he got
Dynasty.
This is in a maximum effort.
Okay, so a Dynasty.
Drafted him. Yeah, Dynasty. I used my number 1 draft pick over him. He did good for the first 8 weeks, got injured. Wasn't very good the second year after he came back. He was okay. He just hasn't lived up to his hype yet. I mean, that's Breece Hall.
Good thing you brought him up so I don't have to.
He has not lived up to his... Yeah. Right now, I don't think he would be the number 1 draft pick.
That whole Jets team has been not good this year. Have you seen there's a freaking Aaron Rodgers documentary coming out?
Are you kidding me?
It's called The Enigma. And it follows him, I believe, when he goes and does his like darkness retreat and like off season and all that crap.
Man. Can someone call Brett Favre and tell him to go beat him up? Just tell him to go beat him up.
Aaron Rodgers is great. He's an amazing quarterback. I don't care. He seems like a jackass. I don't want to watch
He
that.
does. He does. Especially remember the whole fuss he made over the COVID thing.
A lot of players were doing that.
Yeah. So, all right.
That was your best?
Those are my busts.
All right. So, like I said before, I also had Breece Hall. I had Travis Etienne, because you took him in, second round maybe? And he hasn't done a damn thing this year.
True.
Sam Laporta. He went as pretty much the number 1 tight end in most places. Some places Kelsey was first, but he hasn't done really anything. Then I also had Marvin Harrison, just because you took him at the end of the first round, and he's given you a few good weeks. Not what you're looking for your first or possibly second player drafted.
Right.
I also have Tyreek Hill, just because the Tua situation, that whole team's kind of been up and down a little bit. It was kind of confusing. So, like, an honorary bust, but not quite full bust.
Right.
And then my number 1 bust of the season, I'm surprised you didn't bring it up, but it's fucking Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, my gosh.
You take him 101,
right.
You miss him for most of the season, he comes back, you get a couple weeks, and now he's out for the year again.
And you definitely...
That is the biggest bust ever.
And you definitely got him at number 1 this year because no one knew he was injured.
Yeah, if you were lucky, you got him at 102. Yeah. But most places he went.
Yeah. It's like, and the team kept his injury silent until the first game of the year.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Up, man. There's got to be some investigation into that.
There's got to be.
They knew. Had to have known.
Oh, yeah. Undisclosed injury, like right at the last freaking minute.
It's undisclosed because you want to, like, try to play some tricks.
And he hasn't played all
just
year.
Be honest.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Anyways. Oh. Do we want to do DraftKings before we get into the standings 1 week before the playoffs in our leagues?
Pull up our results from last week here. All right. So, as a reminder, last week we did just the Thanksgiving Day
Yep.
games, so the 3 games. Howard came in with 98.24, and then I came in with 124.76
The streak
to
continues.
take the victory. Cowboys scoring 18 points compared to the Lions 6 really helped me. And you picking Odell Beckham in your flex kind of helped too.
Hopefully I did better this week. I mean, I actually took a little longer time. That's what
I
was
actually had
holding me up.
I actually had a pretty tough time like deciding on my lineup this week. Like I went through a few different ones and finally found one I was happy with. But,
Yeah.
all right. You want to start it or you want me to start?
I can start it.
Okay.
Where are you at now? Where'd you go? There you go. That's a good boy. Oh, then you just left again. Come on. There you go.
And we are back to Thursday through Monday, all the games.
Thursday through Monday, yes. Okay, at number 1, at QB, I went ahead and spent up a little bit. Spent up a little bit on this QB because I think he's going to kick some ass, and that's Jalen Hurts for $7,800.
Very nice. I spent a little less on my quarterback because I went back and forth on quarterback for a little bit, but I ended up settling at the $6,100 Sam Darnold.
Nice. I really spent up on this running back because I wanted the stack, and that's Saquon Barkley for $9,000.
He was in and out of my lineup a couple of times.
I got him and Hurts together on the same team, or
Nice.
against the same crappy Carolina Panthers.
Yes, and they will be running a lot.
Yep. So that's what I want to see. Oh yeah,
Who's
my
your
other
running back?
Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Okay.
At
Back to
5,800
Tracy.
against the New Orleans.
So, my running backs, I also have Tyrone Tracy,
Nice.
5,800. At one point, I had Saquon and my next guy, Alvin Kamara, in the same lineup, but that was too much money. So I took Saquon out of there and I went with Alvin Kamara.
Nice. All right. Those are your 2, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. My 3 wide receivers is George Pickens at 6,800, DeAndre Hopkins at 5,400, and I think Kristen Watson at 5,100.
Okay. All right. My 3 wide receivers, I spent up here. This is why I couldn't have the Kamara Saquon ultimate running back position. Because I spent 7,800 on Justin Jefferson to stack with Sam Darnold.
See, yeah.
And then I went with Calvin Ridley at 5,700 and Dontavian Wicks at 4,300. So I went that same Green Bay Detroit game, but I went different wide receiver.
Nice. And you got your got your stack and everything.
Yeah, I think I've had a stack pretty much every week so far, and I mean
that's what I keep forgetting to do.
Week, so it's been going pretty good.
This is the first week I've ever remembered to do a stack.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I always forget. It's like I'm just picking players. I get into the way your dad drafts.
Yeah. Well, and you got
I like
the
this
quarterback
guy.
running back stack, so that one's even a little different. Like you're hoping for like checkdowns and stuff like that. That's all.
So, all right. Tight end, flex, and DST. My tight end is Pat Fryermuth at 3,800.
All right.
My flexible position is downward dog. No. Sorry, I can't help myself. It's Mike Williams Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, I didn't pick a lot of Pittsburgh. Damn it. 3,800.
You picked a lot of Pittsburgh. I think you did that last week with the team, too. You picked a bunch of them.
Oh, my gosh. And Falcons defense at 2,500. That was where I really had to skimp on price.
Yeah. So, tight end, I went with Sir Michael Gesicki from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Gesicki.
My flex, I went with, hopefully this one works out, with both other running backs being on IR. I went with Isaac Guerrero from the 49ers.
Oh,
5,400.
yes.
Gesicki was 4,000, by the way. And then my defense, I went to where are they? They are playing the New York Giants, so should do pretty good. 2,900 New Orleans Saints.
Nice. All righty. Good luck.
Yeah. See how this one goes. Your Pittsburgh Steelers versus Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson.
Hey, it's not just Pittsburgh. It's at the Philadelphia Philly, too. I got you. I'm
That's
showing
true.
you're
You got a couple
showing your team some love. All right, let's take a look at let's move right on into what we really want to talk about is that's fantasy football and our leagues. And we'll start off with the Maximum Effort League, of course, because that's our favorite one.
That's our main focus.
Main focus. And we'll start out. Upcoming matches is me and you, mano y mano.
And this is most leagues last week before the playoffs.
Yep. This is our last week, and I'm clean. Right now I'm out of the playoffs. I need a victory, and I need
you. So 6 and 7. That's right on the bubble. That'd be you and Luke. You're both 6 and 7.
Right.
So yeah, you have to beat me, right? And he has to lose.
Well,
because he has like 200 more points than you.
Or a golfer guy loses and I win, and then I beat him by points.
Because you would be tied with him. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one I'm looking at to lose. Although you do bring up a good point with laces are out. If I win and he loses, I'm in too.
Yeah, because you have the same record. So basically, you win, and then it's kind of up to Luke and golfer to decide your fate.
Yeah.
At that point.
And he's playing
they are
swags.
not playing each other.
He's playing swags.
Golfer is playing Nerf Batman.
Yeah, looking at projected to win, but who knows?
Yeah. Who knows, man?
And right now, I'm projected to beat you.
That is true.
But
I also have Portland Sutton in my flex still, and he's on a bye week. That's the other crappy thing about this week. Week 14, and there's 6 teams on bye week.
Yes, I know.
NFL, what are you doing? Well, and I think I brought this up to you the other day. One of my leagues, my old work league, my 2 quarterbacks are Jaden Daniels and Anthony Richardson.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
2 of the 6 teams that are on bye this week. But I did get Russell Wilson. So we'll see how that goes this week.
Nice.
Even though I'm out of the playoffs in that league.
So, it looks like you should firmly be in position for a playoff spot. Because you have the points. You have at least 200 points on the 3 down here. Let's try to get the last spot.
Well, so I have less points than Luke, who is the last spot right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
If I were to lose to you, we would then be tied. And if he wins, is there a world where I don't make the playoff?
See, that's what I was trying to say. I don't think so. Because you have more points than me, more points than Golfer Guy. Or Golfer DUI. And if If he wins
But
and you loses,
so if I lose, I will be 7-7.
right?
If Golfer wins, he is 8-6. He's
Yeah,
automatically
he's
ahead of me.
automatically in.
If Luke wins, he's 7-7. I'll be 7-7. He
And I'm out.
currently has more points.
And I'm out.
He would be up. But you would win. You'd be 7-7. But I would take you out.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. That's right. If you lose, I mean I win.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Which means
thinking, what if I
7-7.
lose?
Well, yeah, if you lose, you're done. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm done. It doesn't matter.
So because of the points, I don't think there's a way I could not make it.
No,
But
I think
could
you're
be
in.
wrong.
I think you're in. So
Okay.
I think
Well, either way, the last part of this, the seeding for the last part of this league is going to be pretty interesting.
yes. Unless I
Pretty
out
much 4th, 5th, and 6th could totally be different.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love close Indians. I love stuff like this. This
I
is
feel
cool.
like
It's
it hasn't really been this close in years past. Or maybe we haven't noticed because we've been on the
right.
positive side of it.
All I know
for a
is
spot.
Sunday and Monday I'm going to be feeling a lot of emotions. It could either go horribly destruction emotions or most I'm
pure
running
joy.
around the house with my hands up. Yes, pure joy. But then again, I do have other leagues, so my other leagues, yeah, I got them. I can quickly focus on those.
Yep. That's true. At least you got backups.
Yes. That being said, let's go to the Walker Down the River League. And I'm where we at? Okay.
This one is 6 out of 8 make it. So.
Yep. And right now, I think it's
right now. I think it's one spot up for grabs.
Right, and it's Kenny.
Either Kenny or Dad.
Yeah, Kenny or Dad. I'm just trying to think.
Which Kenny plays you and Dad plays the number 1 team in the league right now.
And
yeah, I think
your dad has
we're set on this one.
Your dad has literally like 15 points or it's less than 20 points ahead of Kenny in the points. So far as the points go,
Dad
no,
has
never
like
mind.
200 more points
never
than
mind.
Kenny. So
My
if they
eyes
have a
deceive.
tied record, Dad will be ahead.
So I did that thing where they ask you for your last 4 digits of your social security card. And I just looked at the last 4 digits of the points. Instead of looking at the first 2, which one obviously was 1,600 and the other one was 1,400.
I was like, they're not even close, dude.
You're right. So if your dad wins and Kenny loses, your dad's in.
Yeah. And Calvin, you knew where you were at. Man. You're 1-12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Calvin.
Throwing that out there. Sorry, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, whoever you get to play for the
and I'm
toilet
just
bowl.
Gonna, since we brought Calvin up, going back to maximum effort, he's 2-12 in that league. So I just wanted to rub that in a little more, Calvin. Sorry. Since you beat me last week, I can bring this up now.
Yeah.
So in that auction league, one where I started 0-7, making a push.
Yeah.
Me and Calvin played last week. Calvin beat me. I'm officially out.
Oh,
you deserve to be 1-11 and 2 and whatever. Calvin, take that.
You could have been part of a comeback of epic proportions.
I mean, from the start, I knew that comeback wasn't happening. It was starting to look really good, though.
That would have been really cool, though.
Oh, that would have been so great. 0-7.
Okay, and so we got Bitch Ass in first, Willie Westside second.
And I think
by
she
only-
beat me last week. Right?
Oh, jeez.
No, I played Calvin last week. My bad. That was 2 weeks ago, I think. She beat
And then Swags. Third. CDU. I still don't even know how to pronounce that last name.
Yeah, how did that name happen? That's your team, by the way.
I don't know. I think I just typed in some random letters and stuff and just decided to go
Just
with
click
it.
the buttons on the keyboard.
I'm pretty much, there's nothing much I can do. If I lose, I'll be 7-7. And Kenny will only be 6-8. Yeah, I'm in.
Right now, without this next week in the standings, you would be playing Jerry Lynn, the Phantom team, in the first round.
Fuck. That means I'm going to lose.
Yeah, so I would have a bye week. Christina would have a bye week. And then if it stays where it is right now, you play Jerry Lynn, and then Kenny and Chris and Spider.
It'll be my luck. I get the Phantom team. She'll have a full lineup. All right, whatever.
Yeah, probably.
It's all good. We'll fix that next year.
Yeah, a little too late now.
Yeah. All right. That's not a lot drama going on with those playoffs.
No, that one's pretty fairly cut and dry.
And we're gonna go to Howard's, which does get top 6 do go out of the 10.
Yep.
And I'm playing your father this week. Roland Wick. Roland Rick is playing Swags.
And looking at the standings, it looks like the 6th spot is up for grabs still between Take Notes and Roland Rick. They are both 6 and 7.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now Take Notes has just under 100 points more. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
they are not playing each other.
Nope. No, we're in. You're obviously in.
Oh yeah, I'm 10 and 3. You're
8 and 5.
8 and 5.
Solidified
Along
in
with
that.
2 other teams.
So if it ended today, it would be me versus the Red Dogs.
No, it would be you versus Swaggerty if it ended today.
Correct. I am wrong.
It would be Take Notes and the Red Dogs, and then me and Calvin. Hey, buddy, what's up? You get a bye week.
Yeah, see, he's focusing on one league at a time.
In this league, Calvin is in second at 9 and 4.
Hey, Calvin is actually a multiple time winner of this league. There's something we never really brought up. This league's like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, this is kind of like our original league together.
Yeah, this is the one when I first got back into when I was living at Paula's house and I got into fantasy football again. I built this league right there, and you were one of the first ones. And yeah,
I think I took a year off or 2 at some point.
You've taken stints off here and there, but yeah, I've always
just
had
for a
this
while.
league.
Like you had it on NFL to begin with.
Yes,
for the longest time, and then like people were kind of leaving. It was kind of a ghost league at one point. I feel like
I moved it to ESPN. I think no,
Okay.
I always kept it on NFL until I moved it over here because NFL kept a pretty good. They used to keep a good record of the championships. So, but yeah, this is kind of a prestigious league.
kind of the OG league here, even though we kind of pay more attention to the maximum effort.
Yeah,
but
I remember I won that league because we first started out. I actually ran 2 teams on that league. Very first time.
Oh, that's right. And this started out as a redraft league.
Yes, just a redraft league. It wasn't until I moved it to Sleeper, I made it a Dino.
That's right.
Dynasty League. And yeah. So There we go. Yeah, and so Calvin does have multiple championships. I think you've won this one several times too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember
So-
this is the league where I believe I drafted Julio Jones as a rookie, and every year up until, I don't know, a couple years before he started declining, I had Julio Jones on this team
Oh, geez.
every year, or until we moved it over to Sleeper, I think.
Right.
Like, he was just the perennial guy I was able to get on my team every year. It was awesome.
All right. So, I know you just talked about your auction league. Was there any other league you wanted to talk about, or?
Yeah, I'll bring up one other one real quick. So, used to be in this league a few years ago. League kind of dissolved, and Buddy got a hold of me. He said they were starting the league back up. Do I want in? I was like, yeah, of course I do. It's a 8-team league, though not a huge league, but I have clinched my playoff spot. I'm in second. I'm 8-5. I think 4 teams make the playoffs, so half the league makes it. So I'm in the playoffs in that one. We'll see if I can bring home that title or not.
Yeah, nice. Bring up my ESPN league, the one that I've been in 3 times, but the league's only been around for 4. And the first 2 times I've won it. So I'm trying to win it again so I can actually be undefeated in this league still.
Yeah, because you took last year off.
Last year I did not play in this league, so it doesn't count.
I think I was in that league last year, and I did not do good.
So right now in the standings, I have clinched a playoff spot. I'm in second place, and I'm 9-4.
Nice.
I could take over first place. I don't know. I'd have to look at that. But yeah. No, I couldn't. He has a lot of points on me. But yeah. See, who am I playing for the final week? I play 49 recipes for Seahawks 2. They have some creative names in this thing. Right now,
I like those leagues when people get pretty creative with it.
He's scheduled to beat me, but I probably need to change people around. That's probably why.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Just because I'm looking at it before I forget. So I went back and started looking at the auction league, one where I got eliminated from the playoffs by Calvin.
Oh, yeah.
And he actually has the last playoff spot right now. 8 out of 12 teams make it. He's in 8. But 9th and 10th and 11th all have the same record as him. So 4 teams are going for that last spot in the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. But not me. Okay.
All righty. Have anything else to add?
No, I think that was it.
Next week we'll talk about playoff matchups.
Yeah. See where we're in, where we're out, who we're playing.
Yep.
No more bye weeks after this week, right?
Nope.
I think this
Nope.
was last.
So, alrighty. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the talk and our opinions. We're going to close out this week with a song by William. No, I'm joking.
That was
See,
not the show doc. I did not prepare.
See, I told you it would be short and sweet. Can't get much shorter than nothing. Anyway, all right. Thank you for listening. Let's take a look at our socials. Please rate the podcast. Please rate the thing. I have been getting them on Spotify. I still might be changing platforms because I really can't do everything I used to be able to do on Spotify. It keeps messing up on me, and I'm getting tired of it, and there's no way to let them know this. It's like there's no way to give them feedback. So other than that, still it's on Spotify. We're on YouTube video. Take a gander and please rate us. And tell your friends that likes fantasy football to listen to.
Share it with people.
Share it. Word of mouth.
Most
All right.
most platforms has a little share button. So send it out.
Yep. So, all right. Thank you very much. Everybody have a good week and good luck.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow. Also, follow us on our socials and join us again next time.